Show's getting better and better. Jim Breuer in studio.
Love this.
And Rich Voss having a meeting with Jim Breuer.
Yeah.
As we try to do our radio show.
Rich always tries to
Rich is always wheeling
network.
and dealing.
I'm not wheeling and dealing. I've known Jim Breuer since he was in Florida, since we did a hot wing contest out in the parking lot.
Wow,
out in the
really?
parking lot about 25 years ago. We were testing hot wings and doing a show. I don't know if you remember.
Were you drinking back then?
That was outdoors in Florida. It was a hot wing
Were you drinking?
Contest. I might have just stopped. I was
Wow.
probably about a couple months sober, working
Oh,
Fort
damn.
Lauderdale.
Must have been a
and it was a
treat
big
to-
outdoor wing ding.
Wait. So you're a comic. You go down there to do your thing. And Jim is local at this point because he lived in
Yes.
Florida.
Yes.
Okay.
Like E-Rock.
I don't know. Do you remember this?
I don't remember yet, but
Oh, maybe it wasn't you.
shit.
Maybe it was Phil.
I'm trying
no,
to,
it was you.
Okay, all
It was
right.
in the afternoon. They had this. Your
All
glasses fell. Don't step on them.
Yeah.
They had all the hot wing places around Miami, Fort Lauderdale had a big festival outside, and I don't know if we did shows or they just brought us down to be judges for the hot wing
Wow,
thing.
I
don't remember that
I
at all.
thought only like DJs had to do
Those
hot wing
crappy
contests.
fucking
'Cause
things.
I had to do one. I was a stupid fucking DJ spinning records. You should
Really?
yeah, you didn't have to do that.
Well, get your apron on because you're back on your way.
I don't even know what that means. I would just retire.
Get your.
I have fuck you money. Unlike you, you don't even have a house. So shut the fuck up. What's
How did you nail it? Right there.
I got FU money. You don't
Yeah.
even have a fucking house. So shut up.
Where's this guy get his balls? Coming in here, fucking living in Super 8. Fucking wife and kid.
Right.
Man's 50 years old, got no fucking. You got no rug.
I feel like what
messed
movie
up.
was Judd Hirsch when he was running on the lam with his wife and kid years ago? He was.
I love when
Look
Rich
it up.
brings up
Look it up.
movies because
Look it up.
All
Why
of a
don't you give
sudden,
us
I
a-
just start getting like, oh no.
Judd Hirsch on the lam. I guess he was being like he was
Judd
playing
Hirsch
that fucking
on
the
the
guy
lam.
that bombed something. He was portraying
Forget it. Just
Watch
forget
the
it.
movie. Hold on.
Wow.
It would be. I would.
How many years ago?
What year?
Oh,
what year are
fuck.
you talking?
Oh, please! You have
Yeah.
a fucking tool belt on. That's how long ago it was.
Rich came in here, Jim.
Oh, yeah. What are you
He's
Rich
really
came in
angry
here
this
and
morning.
basically
Fucking
told us
nasty.
he doesn't want to be mean anymore, and then he has
doesn't
never
want to be
been
mean anymore.
He's never been meaner,
incapable.
but then he's never been meaner.
He's incapable. You're incapable of being
course he
nice.
is.
You're incapable
You know
of
what
being
Bonnie
nice.
says? She said, "All my kindness gets thrown out of the window in my boogers when I fling them out."
You fling your
crack
boogers
yourself
out
up,
the
aren't
window.
Yeah, she goes. That's
Maybe
I
that's
eat
what
mine.
started the
Hey,
fire.
it's the Y100 wing ding. Was it the Y100
Y100 wing ding?
no, because this was 20-something years ago. But maybe they were.
So it couldn't
Like
have
a
been
radio station
Y100.
couldn't have been around then?
Do you think they really have had a 20-year fucking?
Yeah, radio
promotion?
stations don't last that long.
All right, we're gonna look up the Judd Hirsch movie for Rich,
Yeah,
but I
find
want to
that.
get to Breuer here because Brewer's in.
I know.
Hey.
And I went out there to talk about his documentary, which we will eventually. But he said he almost did not come in here today. Ann.
Why?
Oh, you're
There's
gonna
some- there's-
you're gonna love this.
Oh, no shit.
You're gonna love this.
Let me strap in.
You look a little tired. You look a little disheveled.
I'm haggard.
It was a long night.
I'm haggard.
Yeah.
Now you know my parents are older. All right.
Sure.
My mom's blind, and her one eye droops. The one eye that's missing. She's a missing, disturbing-looking eye. They had to halfway sew it shut because it would get, bacteria in there. And
Holy fuck, wow.
right, it's
Wait, she's missing the eye?
It's a dead eye, so it like droops, and she's always got a tissue, and she's wiping because the juice just comes out. It's Holy shit! I can't go to dinner with her. It's mortifying.
Time
really
blows.
Time really stinks.
hollandaise sauce again?
Oh,
But,
Jesus.
but
Boss.
now my dad has he's got AIDS. All right, they come 8 in the morning.
He's got AIDS.
Let me clear
Well,
that.
that's
He has
why I stopped you.
assistants.
Yes, Okay.
yes.
He has assistants.
Okay,
I keep forgetting that one. So the assistants will come in, they'll help him wipe his ass, get him out of bed, and all this jazz. He's got these bruises all over his arm for these medications. Now, my mom in the past has been vicious. I mean, my dad shakes from like Parkinson's, but he's had his whole life. When I was a little boy, I said, why does dad shake like that? My mom like, well, it was the war and his nerves are shot. And I bought that.
Yeah.
I bought that.
Shell shock.
I bought the shell shock. Makes sense. 3 years in the South Pacific. It makes sense.
Sure.
Now, so anyway, here's the phone call I get. Now this happened about a week and a half ago. My sister calls. She's like, I can't even talk. I think I want to kill our mother. I hate her. I hate her.
Holy shit.
So what's going on? I can't even talk about it. So what is going on? So my dad lost his hearing. All right. But this has happened before. He gets so much wax in his ears, they clog down. And they clog your earring.
Yeah.
And you have to go to the hospital, and they pull it out and drain it out, and literally, like a huge golf ball chunk of goo will come out. It's disgusting.
Bigger than what comes out of your mom's eye?
Oh,
A little bigger. A little bigger.
Wow, Rich.
Yeah, vicious rich. Vicious rich.
No, it was nice, though. It was nicer.
It was just a question.
It was
Just a question.
It was more of a question. It was more of a question.
It was just a question. I'll give him that benefit of the doubt. So she goes, "Oh my God!" I heard Dad screaming, and I turned the bedroom, and she had open hands, just pouncing his ears, like just pouncing both ears, and
Like what you do like in a movie fight.
Yes!
Where you do that move
Wait,
where
your mom was doing that to
you
your dad?
whack the ears with the palms of your hand.
correct. So,
Whoa.
pow!
And the guy goes, yeah.
Yeah. And then she was pulling his ears like really hard. And he's going, ah! Now he's in the bed. He can't even get out of a bed.
He's 88.
So he's
Holy
88 in the
shit.
bed. And she's going, can you hear me now? Ah! So,
Oh, Jesus.
bro,
It's
now,
uncomfortable.
Terrible.
now in the past, I almost moved him out of the house because I saw him trying to get out of his chair, and I came in the bedroom and I saw her shove him back in the chair. And then he'd fall back. He's like, Jesus Christ. And she's like, I'm the one that rules you. I'm like, and I walked in and went,
Wow.
Whoa, what the fuck is going on?
Are you uncomfortable, Ed?
This is insanity.
They're not getting a divorce.
This is movie shit.
I go, what are you doing? You know, the eye. I was just trying to be helpful. Don't look at the eye. Where's my tissue? Let me check on the mail.
Oh,
And she instantly denies everything like this is normal. So I said, you know what? I'm taking him out of the house. I took him out of the house. So he's gone. He's in my house. You're never to be around him. So she would visit him and, pet him. I miss you. And I've never seen my mom affectionate. I went, oh, maybe she just needed
little
time
time.
away.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Correct.
Yes.
And so, about 3 weeks later, I left her alone with my father. And when I came home that day, he's got this distant look in his eye.
Oh, no.
Like he was captured by the Japanese in 44.
You will eat the parakeet meat.
This is painful.
He was a war vet.
He's a war vet. And right, he survived the war, but now he's back in the war, but with my mother.
Yeah.
With her one eye. And so he goes, I think I should go back to the house with your mother. So why would you want to? He's like, I should go back there. I'm like, what? All right. So I moved them back. Now, a couple things have got. She's nasty. A couple aides will say like, I think she I think her nerves maybe are shot. I write report, but she's she needs help. I think she needs help. So I didn't see signs until yesterday. I get a freaking call. But a couple days ago, I should say this after the ear pang, boom, bang.
Ping, pow.
Yeah, pow, bing. After that, I immediately found a place for my mom, independent living. So it's when elderly go there and they live like an apartment, but in case they need something, they got a button.
I've seen those places.
Now,
Sure.
I first went to look for my dad, and the buildings next to each other. You have the independent, and you have where they take care of you. Where they take care of you, they're like, oh, your father'd be good here. But everyone looks like they shoot him up with morphine. And they're in the hallways.
Yeah, they leave him in the hallway like in wheelchairs, just kind of fucking in the middle of the hallway.
Well, that's fresh air for them.
And so they're all
It's their fresh air.
I go
The
there. My
hallway.
mother's there, and I go in. They're all just sitting in front of the
Yes.
TV,
Zombie.
Right.
And like they just had electrical shock treatment, and they're on Thorazine and Haldol.
And
Probably
they're
not
going,
that bad.
They're so happy here. They're having a great time. They get 3 meals a day. We feed them. We scrub their balls and their ass. They're happy. They're very happy.
We take them to the supermarket.
One's yelling.
We take them. There's a hairdresser here. We're happy.
One's yelling, "I won't eat pudding." The other one's yelling, "Racial fucking."
Racial epithets.
We put my mom in one of those assisted living, but she was on to us, man. She only lasted 6 months. She said, "Go fuck yourself. I know what you guys are doing."
They're all like,
Move me the fuck out of here. She wasn't gone enough.
it's all like Jamaican and Haitian employees that fucking, back where they grew up, they just, they'll throw you in a hut or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just different. It's fucking creepy.
I got to hear the rest.
Yeah,
of
of
this now.
course, of course.
All right.
Brewer, back on track. here.
Okay, so I'm going, this ain't going to work. They're like, well, let's show the independent living. I walk in there, went, my mom will thrive here. She needs other people to talk to. There's other people missing eyes. This place is great. There's people in wheelchairs. Like she'll make friends. She'll make friends. So with that, go home and I go, Mom, can I just show you a place? I show her. She loves it.
This reminds me of growing up in Greenwich Village.
Oh, really?
I at the community here, and I'm gonna put my couch here.
She comes with a tape measure, and
I'm gonna put my couch here and the television in the corner. And I had a feeling when I walked in that my father said that you're coming home.
So oh my God, but what about your poor father? This is what she said to me, like a sick movie. What about your poor father? Say, I'll put him in our house. We're fine. We'll keep the AIDS. Now, she's psycho because the pure hatred comes from she has to pay for the AIDS. Now, this is the same person. She's obsessed and disturbed with money. Now, let me give you a little sickness about her and money background. I pay her mortgage. I bought her house for them, and I have my house. Okay? So I'm paying through the whole huge overhead. That's not employees and work.
Right.
That's just my parents' house and my house.
And they're nice houses.
Yes. So now, with that said, my dad, his whole life, he had a car, all right? And he couldn't drive anymore. But he would always sit in the driveway like Gran Torino. It's the Gran Torino. He'd sit there, gooch into this and a gooch and a monkey. And look at that beautiful thing. If you want to drive it, go drive it. If you want to take it to the store, drive it to the store. And what's that time? You go in the city, use your car. Don't put mileage in your car. I just changed the oil. He would change the oil. And so my mom goes, now this is like a 1980-something Toyota Camry.
If you want the car, I'll give it to you for $10,000.
Jesus.
I went, what? Are you seriously?
$10,000. It's yours.
So I didn't talk to her for like 2 weeks.
What year is it?
80 something.
It was like, honestly, I think it was in 91. And this is like a couple years ago. Okay?
10 G's.
So she wants 10 G's.
Almost 10 years old at this point.
Right. And she can't.
Oh, no, 91.
She can't even drive anymore. So she can't even drive. You give me 10,000, I'll give you the car. Okay. So I don't talk to her for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, she goes,
You know, I'm sorry about the car. I think half is fair.
and I went, I don't need the car. I don't need the car. I'm fine. I'm good. 2 weeks later, my sister from Florida comes up, who we call her Crash Patty. Great. She got a lot of problems. We're just gonna say that. She's on her 8th car and whatever. I don't want to get into it. We'll be here for another hour.
I can get her a car for $7,000.
So my mom, and this is not my father's kid. She comes up. I got in an accident. Blah blah blah. Take our car. Doesn't ask my father.
Oh shit.
Doesn't talk to nothing. All she knows, the car's gone. And then for 2 months straight, she tries to. Well, you're senile and you couldn't drive the car. And blah blah. That's when he stopped showering. He stopped living for that.
The car
moment.
meant everything to him. Huh?
It was more of the. You'd even talk to me about it.
Yeah.
So with that, shows her psychoness with money. So now she has to pay. Now the AIDS costs $5,000 a month, easy.
Yeah,
a little over $5,000 a month, and some of them just sit and text all day.
Jesus Christ! Yeah.
They just you're
just
paying,
to be there
Without thumbs.
You're paying for just
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just checking messages.
Yeah.
In case your father.
And so now I start going to the house. And people are sweating in the house. Come on, what's going on? I can't afford the goddamn heat. I can't afford anything. I can't live here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't live like this. So, Ma, I pay the air conditioner.
Yeah.
I can't live like this. I'm gonna be out in the street in a week. My dad makes like $3,000 a month from pension.
Yeah.
That's how great his freaking pension is. So I'm like, you're paying $2,000 a month. You're good for 6 years. You're safe. You don't have to worry about it. So a little more and more. This is getting a little crazier. I hear her yelling. Like the aides will be putting my dad in the toilet. And she go, you better shit, Jim, or in the goddamn home you're going. Shit already!
It's a war vet. I gotta keep saying that.
And the aide, the lady's like, Mrs. Breuer, I have him. Don't let him shit on the goddamn floor because I ain't cleaning it. Ma, you got a maid.
Oh,
You know what? So, yesterday, I'm heading in to do whatever, showbiz, blah, whatever on freaking thing I'm doing yesterday. I get a phone call from the head of the agency that distributes the nurses. Jim, I don't know what happened today, but this is all I can say is you need to. Oh
my God, no!
The first suggestion I would make is to get all the meds out of your family's home, because we don't know what your mom is doing to your father. Whoa!
Wow.
What's going on? I got a call from the aides this morning saying they really need to talk, and they were very distraught. And I have to look at the report, but it's something a little more serious, especially when this girl comes. Now, this girl's a godsend. She's godsend, this girl. And she said, this is what she said. She's like, and to hear this woman say it, like she's in trauma.
Oh shit!
It was like she watched a beating, a mugging go down, and she's in full blown drama. And she's like, I've been doing this for 15 years, and I've never seen this in my life.
Oh no!
And she's probably been in the trenches, man.
Oh, she's been in the trenches. She takes care of Alzheimer's,
She's
everyone.
seen some fucking shit.
She said she came over the house yesterday, right? And for some reason, the garage door was open at my mom's house. Now, there's people working on the house outside in the development. So every day she's like, I got to open the garage because they need to get in the garage. Well, whatever. All right. So the garage is open. She said she walked in the house and heard my father going, "God, stop! Stop!" And she walked in and found my mother, like, with his pants were pulled down, and then she turned and saw the aide, and so I'm just helping him with his pants, and then punched him in the stomach, just pounced him in the stomach, right? So she's like, "What is going on? What is?" She's like, "We're just playing. We're playing."
Whoa!
Now in front of the aides, she said she would walk behind your father during breakfast and smack him upside the head and go, "Who's gonna take care of you now? I'm leaving you." And then smack him again. And then she went in the other room.
Fucked up.
She went in the other room to start making the report and start calling. She didn't know who to call. She doesn't have they're not allowed to have cell numbers. They can't, it's very involved. Mm-hmm. So she's calling her boss. The boss is not answering right away. While she's making the report, she hears, "Ah!" And my mom was like twisting my father's arm, and his skin is so light.
Give him like an Indian sunburn?
But everyone knows he takes these drugs where if you just barely touch him, he'll bleed.
Oh, shit.
Blood thinners, right?
Yes.
Coumadin.
So he's getting the open, and she walked in, she said, and she was pulling his ear. And then I said, "Stop." She went in, she broke it up, and now she's disturbed.
Of course.
Now she's freaked out.
I'm freaked out.
Let me get her.
Yeah.
She goes, "Let me get him some water." And she goes, "I'll get him water." And she takes the water, and she puts her hands in the water, and she flings it on his face. "There's your goddamn water." And kept... So, like, you can't,
horrible.
Beyond horrifying. So, with that, my sister goes up, and now I know why he's got these bruises all over his arm. And he said he took the aide when my mom went in the other room, and he said, "Get me out of here."
Holy shit.
"Get me out of here." And so then she immediately started calling everyone.
Yeah.
But she said this was going on for at least 2 weeks that she's been there.
Oh.
And she said a couple days ago, now my dad he passed out on the toilet, on the floor, because there was something wrong with his bowel movement. And she gave him she said, the aide was with, like, "What are you giving him?" She's like, "I'm giving him a laxative and some pills." And she's like, "Don't give that to him. He's going to get very sick. I know how to do this." And she goes, "This is my house. You're just an aide." And she gave it to him, and he freaking pissed and peed and passed out. And she just sat there almost like grinning. So yesterday, we were going to call a cop so he can be there until the aide showed up at 4. We got my dad, got him out of the house, into my house.
Yeah.
I call up my mother, and I go, and I'm very calm. I said, "Mom, do you know I've got 4 reports of aides saying you've been abusing and hitting and punching Dad?" And this is the moment I'll never forget the rest of my life. I had my mother my whole life, and it was like the most scary moment in my life. She went, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Oh.
I said, "Ma, were you in the room?" "I was in the room, and I was helping your father." "Where is this coming from?" I said, "Mom, are you saying you didn't hit you hit Dad? I have reports saying you hit Dad. They are making a police report. Do you understand that?" I may have shook him once in my life, but everyone is just exaggerating. And I was like, "You are a fucking sick, evil monster. I don't even know who you are. To hit a man in a bedridden, to hit and abuse another human in a wheelchair when I'm paying for you to be gone until you're sick." And she just was silent, hung up. I haven't talked to her since.
Wow.
Now, I'd love to call her right now and prank and pretend I'm the police.
Oh shit!
This whole uncomfortable, sad story.
Give Travis the number.
Turn into a prank phone call.
So I was thinking we can.
Wow.
So maybe she doesn't.
at the
Maybe
end of
she
the day-
doesn't know she's doing it. Maybe.
Oh no, she knows,
does?
Rich, because she has a past. She has a sick, cynical past. I was the only child that wasn't abused, and I was the only child out of all of us that wasn't beaten and hitting and all that stuff.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
We have all halves. My mom's like a. You'll find the joke in that. Growing up, I would hear people say stuff like, black people, they got like 6 fathers. They don't know who their fathers is, and our family's black because I've got 5 kids, all different fathers, and we don't even know half them.
Oh wow!
My sister's a complete mystery. We don't know, and she's got this scar on her face that my mom. We always said, "What's this?
The fuck?
What's the scar from, Mom?"
Well, when she was a baby, they spilled acid on her by accident.
Who's they?
The ambulance people.
And who has acid just laying around?
In like the 50s.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
How are you alive?
Holy shit!
So to miss out on some great comedy, man. How are you alive?
Right. And my sister literally went to go have plastic surgery, and you don't really notice it because she's a beautiful person and blah, 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 and you just don't notice it until she goes, the scar on my face, and then like, oh, wow. And not until last year did I realized it goes all the way down her neck. And, there's another thing yesterday the aide said. She goes, I came back at 4, and I know your father did not pee that much, but his whole bed was wet, his feet were wet, his clothes, that was not pee. I really suspect that she was throwing water on him. And I was like, oh my God, are there burn marks?
Yeah.
Are there burn marks? Because she was definitely capable of boiling water and pouring it on
boiling
him.
water.
So he wasn't
man.
burnt, but bro, this is my mother. Like
That's
where
fucking insane.
I'm out of my mind right now.
No shit.
I don't even know what to do. Do I hate her? Do I forget? Like, I don't even know where to go right now.
Do you have nice recollections?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. But right now, I'm just bad. Like, this happens in movies, not
No
in my
shit.
head. Jesus. But I will say this.
Like whatever happened to Baby Jane kind of stuff.
It's freaking weird, man.
Yeah.
So, anyway, she's still at the house. He's at my house, and I left at my little 6-year-old playing war cards with him.
Yeah.
And he was laughing. She was playing with him, and he's in a great environment. Thank God. Maybe we saved his life a week early.
I think you did.
Who knows?
I got the question. So, what is the problem between your parents? Does she feel like your dad did something way back in the past, and now this is like payback, or this is just old age?
He holds her back.
He holds her back.
I think. I don't know.
Oh, this is just.
But for her whole life, though,
she's gonna do this to me.
A whole life. And here's what's sick. The sick thing is
because she's got some, anger in her.
About she's
him.
always had it. But she's had it.
Your father cheat on her or any of that shit?
Never. He's the first one that didn't beat her.
Holy shit.
Throughout her whole life, every husband she got made lots of money.
So there's a man issue there. There's like a. Yeah.
Every man made money, and every man ended up beating and abusing the kids. So I'm the only one that didn't happen. It didn't happen too. But my sister. It's like, they dropped acid on her face.
They.
They.
What do you mean? I said, why didn't you sue? You didn't do that back then. Wait a minute. So you have a baby, and while they're delivering the baby I don't remember it was so long ago.
Uh-oh.
So we're all like, I think she did, maybe, who's her father? Yeah. He left. Well, where is he? I don't know.
Maybe you went to jail for this or something.
You'd remember something like.
Of course you
your
did.
sister wouldn't she remember?
No, she was too
No, my
little.
sister hunted her dad down.
Oh, and she couldn't find him.
And she did find him, but she didn't want to pursue. For whatever reason, she stopped pursuing it. She got to talk to him for like 2 seconds and hung up. But because the the plastic surgeon said that's a severe burn mark. How did the burn? I need to know what kind of burn it was. So she went to ask my mother, and she's like, I don't know what happened. It's like, Ma, you don't know how my face burned? I don't know.
That's like a parent remembers how a kid broke his finger or something. That would be traumatic.
Hey, you know what? She had, my dad's kids would come over and she squeezed their arms, squeeze their heads. Talk about how evil they were. Yeah, man, she's kind of crazy. Now it's all like coming back to me. It's all coming.
Breuer,
it's all starting to come back.
So glad I took anxiety medicine before I came in.
Your mom, I always thought of her as just a sweetheart.
She was.
Every time I see her,
she has that side to her where she's funny, sweetheart, but she's got this sick, cynical, dark, evil side that I.
Wow. Now I know why we get along, man. There's some similarities there. I think your mom has mine beat. But there's a lot of similarities there, man.
Yeah, that's. I don't know many that don't have that beat.
So if you want, she hasn't taught. See, but she'll deny everything. Like I was gonna wait to, later with my show, but I'm like, she knows it's gonna be me calling.
We'll just give you this tape, and then you don't have to work so hard today.
That'd be great.
You can get
that would be great. This was better than therapy. I'll tell you that.
You did the whole setup here. You got to call her on our show.
I'll do it.
You want to do it right now?
And we got to figure out what. Do we call her as a social worker? Do we call her as a police officer?
Tell her you're giving free tickets to Motley's in Boston next week.
I'm fucking boss.
Is that where you're going to be, Boss, next week? Yeah. Boss Motley's next week in Boston. But tomorrow night it's where?
At the Berkeley Hotel in Asbury Park.
Yeah. That is.
What do you set up your own gigs?
Huh?
No, I'm doing some. I do set up my own gigs. Yeah, I do book myself.
But I'm saying, like, you rent the room out?
Oh, no. Tomorrow I'm doing some kind of show for some.
Sam has something.
Jersey thing.
Sam?
There
are
issues with
my manager, who you're talking to now, does a lot.
What's
and my
that,
agent,
Sam?
who you're talking to now.
Hold on. Sam is talking about something. What's up, Sam?
There's issues with calling people.
Yeah, there is. You have to say.
You're on the air.
And that's why I do it on my show, because I know she'll never sue me.
The alternative would be...
We'll take responsibility for this one. No problem.
calling her on a cell phone and then having a one-way conversation. But if her voice is...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I know this. I know that, too.
Yeah, we know the rules.
So you do
but because she's like 88... I'm always like, she'll never catch on, and like at the end of the day, who's going to sue me?
Yeah.
She can't sue me.
And Brewer's mom loves me, so we're good.
Let's get this done. Real quick.
And then the other thing is, like, I would do it from my show, because I do it right from my basement when I'm in her house. And there was one time where I called, and because I really thought she might cheat on him, and I would call him pretend I was a neighbor, flirting with her.
Holy shit.
Yeah, asking her out. And she just wouldn't, but at the end of the day, she wouldn't date.
At
and then,
88?
Huh?
This
was like 80, this was like 3 years ago, so she was 82. 82. And I knew her whole background, so I was like, hey, Doris, this is Frank, and I used to work at Pan American. I heard you...
Pan American?
I used to work at Pan American. That's why I gave you a call. And when there's some new great Chinese place in town, I love Chinese. So do I, Doris. So do I. And I don't think we're too old to at least, have a good conversation. I believe the same thing. But I'm married. Bring your husband. Bring your husband. Hey, it's not too late. Get crazy, right? Well, how much time we got? And I'd strung her along for like 45 minutes before, and then she finally was like, I don't know. And she hung up and called everyone like, this man keeps calling me and hitting on me. Like, what are you going to do about it? I don't know. So back to your question, Ope. I don't know I don't know where her evil, like you would think.
Because your dad hung in there. He didn't leave her ever.
He would
right?
never say anything, but he would never trash her.
So he was a great influence on her life.
There has to be a hatred of men.
Something that she picked up on that might not have been there, that she has been just holding inside for a long time.
Wow.
We got to call her either way. We have to.
I tried that with Bonnie. I pretend I go, hi. She goes, where?
Well, can we do... we could do this. We can, if you're worried about, if you
I'm
don't
not
want,
worried about shit.
if you don't want to, well, here's the take. Here's what I want to ask.
'Cause I know this would be
me
fine.
and confront her again.
That'd be good.
Because she'll just totally deny everything. That's I can't get it. After talking to her yesterday, or do I try to shake her up as an officer?
No, you call and say you're with a social
you could call
worker.
and say
you
you're
can say you're with a social
Yeah.
worker.
Social
And
worker.
they forced me to call you.
I'm with a
Right.
social worker now, and
And
Opie
you know what?
played.
And then you play therapist. Like,
Yeah, you
we
play-
just need. Is there
Right.
is there a hatred? Because if we take the approach, if we understand you,
Right, we understand.
we understand
Yes.
this is total normal.
That's the way to do it.
Let's get her on the
that's-
phone.
Should we take a break?
Here's what
and
we
do
do.
it? Do you
Here's
need
what
to
we
take a
do.
break?
No, because if we take a break, they're gonna fucking blow up our bit.
listen.
Yeah,
We're
you're
doing
right.
I've been at this a long fucking
Opie's
time.
a social worker.
I don't know if
and
I can pull it
Anthony's
off. I'll
the
be honest. I think
Anthony's a therapist.
No, I think
I think Anthony can pull it off.
Yeah,
I
Ann
could be the
takes
social worker.
Ann
I'll-
takes the lead. I could jump in a little bit,
I'll be the social
and I
worker.
certainly could write notes from past experience down.
But you
to
can
help
be a
out the whole
therapist,
thing.
can't you, from your life?
Yeah, all right. Well, let's just do
You
it.
don't have to ask as much as a social worker.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right, let's go. Did I give him the number?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Oh, he's
Well,
I'm
nervous.
putting
Ready
on
to
my,
go.
I'm putting on my
Nervous.
headphones for this one.
I'm nervous, and I'm gonna have to be emotionally ready because I can't get emotionally involved when she starts denying. I don't know.
Just denying.
The voice of her going, I don't know what you're talking about. It was like the Kathy Bates thing in that movie.
Yeah,
It was the most eerie feeling down my spine. But at the same time, like, this is my mother.
Jesus Christ.
I have greater things to talk about today, nicer things. I was in Amsterdam. You guys are huge in Amsterdam.
always-
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're huge
amazing.
all over the world. It's
All over
it's
the world.
apparent at this point.
It's weird to have a guy in Amsterdam going, oh my God, Pizza Man and Lars Ulrich.
She's not answering.
We haven't called her yet because I didn't want to leave her on hold while
Okay.
we were discussing.
By the way, this is a perfect opportunity to tell Mr. Breuer that he just sold his documentary More Than Me.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because now everybody wants to see your father.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
You know what? And now
I'm telling you,
this
you
is
just
like
sold the
genius
movie
timing.
indirectly.
Yeah.
This is almost genius timing that this freaking documentary.
I saw More Than Me yesterday, and it fucking almost brought me to tears, and I missed my fucking father like you wouldn't believe. And basically, this movie, really fast, is Mr. Breuer, Jim Breuer, going on the road with his dad because he knew his dad needed a fucking break.
You would love this, Rich.
Yeah.
What?
Because he's your
So-
he'll make you laugh hard.
Oh, I saw the documentary.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I love
You
it.
and
Oh,
Bonnie
we
watched,
saw,
yeah,
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
saw the.
You saw it
I
before it
saw
even
the
was
first
final.
cut.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on, but there's tons of laughs in this thing. It's
Yeah.
really dark at times and very serious, but it's really funny as well.
yeah.
And basically, Breuer, who's a rock star when he's on the road, drags his 85-year-old at the time
Right.
father around with him for 30 days on the road, going in and out of these shitty
Yeah,
hotels.
that's
Right.
what I didn't get, the hotels.
Yeah,
Some of them, right?
You're doing
What's
well.
wrong with you, Breuer? I was thinking
That
that
was my
too. like,
sister.
Days
booking me these
There was a
things.
Days Inn.
Jesus, these are upscale places for me, but for him.
But it was really fucking
Yeah, it was a good
really
documentary. Bonnie and I
moving,
watched
very
it. We sat in
funny.
bed.
And now after this hour, Breuer telling these stories, everyone's going to want to see what his father's all about. So it's perfect. It's perfect.
It is now. It just hit me. That is freaking genius timing. And now
yeah.
I'm blessed that this happened.
JimBreuer.com. Pre-order the DVD More Than Me, and it's Breuer, BREUER.com.
Well, you know, it's kind of
JimBreuer.com.
I'm not being. It's kind of selfish that your mom is beating your dad and you're blessed over it.
You know, because my dad's beating, I'm going to profit.
Lemon's lemonade, Rich. Lemon's lemonade.
So do you want this?
I'm actually going to use all the money, and I'm going to stop taking. Because I originally offered to pay for her rent.
Yeah.
And now I really don't want to pay for her rent. So whatever I make off this, she'll have to pay for, and then I'll pay for my dad's aids
Yeah.
through the
Well,
film.
can't she get? Doesn't she get Medicare?
No.
You know what?
She's not capable of it yet.
Call
You
her
have
up.
to
Let's do
be.
this.
Do you want it to go straight to you, not the phone screener, so you'll hear the
we'll
ring?
talk.
Yeah.
I think it should go straight to
Straight to you guys.
Jim.
But who
Or
says hello?
whoever.
I say hello?
Yeah,
You got to say hello, and
I'm with a social worker and a
Well,
therapist.
you know what?
you also got to let her know
What?
she's on the air.
Yeah, you could say I'm on the
No.
air with a social worker. Like, there's a social worker in
Do we
here. Like,
have to say we're
No,
on the air?
no, let's just
I
slide
know.
one through for once. What, are you gonna fire us? That would do me a favor at this point. Let's do this.
No, just say,
Just fucking do this. Let's do this.
Then I should have been fired a
No,
long
Ed?
time ago because
Yeah, he
I
does
did
it all the time.
I do it on an everyday basis on my
Howard
show.
has prank calls all the time. Stop already.
just say we're on the air me, like she says. Can you?
Yeah, maybe just
can
slide
you-
it
can
in.
you say-
That's
yeah.
fair
Can
enough.
you-
Just
yeah.
sort of, you're on the air, by the
Emanier.
way.
Oh, this Emanier.
Yeah. But I think you got to start where it's just you.
Yeah.
And then when she's not fessing up, then we go with the social worker. Or therapist.
You could even slide it in like, yeah, hey, I'm
I'm over here.
You're on air with a social work. You're on air. I'm here with a social worker.
Yeah, you're on air. I'm here.
Like, you know what?
Yeah, I'll make it
It's not
sound
even
like
a lawsuit thing.
I'll make it sound like I'm
It's a
goofing up. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys word?
It's an.
All right, it's fair enough. All right, let's go. We'll get this done.
You ready to do it?
She can't
You get in
hear
trouble?
anyway, so
All right.
No, I wouldn't give a shit about the company.
just
It's
Okay.
another issue.
just stammer through the. You're on the.
Yeah, as long as you just say it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're calling her now.
And we should hear the ringy dingy.
You're going to hear the ring.
Okay, very
Deep
good.
breath,
And then
deep
Breuer
breath.
goes.
Will she wait? Will she get an answer?
She should. Because she's going to think it's my sister in Florida, which she's still.
With the burn
She
mark?
just know out. Oh, my sister
Okay.
might be there.
Oh, but you have to click the phone immediately when it's on hold, and then you'll hear the ring.
I don't have to do shit.
What's your social worker's name?
You pick one.
Take the count.
Art Vandelay?
What is your name? Charlie? Charles.
Charles.
And it will be Bill Tetley.
I'm Bill Tetley.
William Ted.
William Tetley.
But don't. It's just.
Right.
When we
I'm
get
just here.
nowhere, then we ramp it up to the second
Oh, don't
level.
worry about it. Yep.
No answer?
Well, what do we-
Son of a bitch. What
She's
happened?
not answering?
I don't know. We're dialing right now.
Okay.
I don't hear it going.
I don't hear it.
Okay, pick it up.
Go.
Hello?
Okay, we got rings.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Hey, if you call your mom, I'll call my mom.
Hello?
Hello? Mom?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on the air. Listen. We gotta seriously talk about. Listen, we have to really be dead serious and talk about what's been going on.
I know.
Okay. Now I have to help you also. I got a hold of a therapist and a social worker that I have here with me.
Hello, Mrs. Breuer. This is William Tetley. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
All right. Now, they both. I just need to hear the. Listen, I don't want you to deny what has been done. I don't buy that you don't understand what you did to Dad.
I don't know what I did to him.
You put your hands on him.
I do that all the time.
No, you hit him.
Well, maybe he was irritating really bad and I slapped him. I might have. Yes, I might have.
Okay, so yesterday, when I asked you if you did this, you lied to me and you said I did not hit him.
I don't remember doing it, Jimmy. I don't remember doing
Oh,
it.
Mom, you're as clear as day. I do not buy that. You're clearly lying. You are clearly lying. And you need to face what you're doing. Yesterday, you told me I may have shook him. Now you just told me I may have slapped his face.
I don't know. Oh, no, I didn't slap his face.
You'd slap his head? You pull his ears?
I don't.
This is written down in reports.
I may have pulled his ears fooling around, but I never pulled his ears.
That's not, you and I, when he's screaming to say stop, there's reports that you would put down the water and throw it in, you dip your hands. Yesterday, poke in the back of his head. Why?
What?
This is what I want to ask you. What is it that drives you to do that? Let's say he was annoying you. How is he annoying you laying in a bed?
I don't.
What makes you enter the bedroom and attack him while someone is being paid to take care of him, and all you have to do is stay out of his room. What was your purpose entering that room?
I don't remember.
You do remember, and you're going to tell me.
I don't.
So you just wandered aimlessly and said,
no.
I'm in the bedroom now.
No, he must have said something. Or
He must have said something, or he did say something.
I don't know.
So why would you have to remember, you have never had a memory loss in your life. Yeah. I know that for a fact. You know that for a fact. You are not Alzheimer's, and you do not have dementia. You are clear as day. So I need you to explain to me and the social worker and the therapist who are also reading the reports. I'm trying to help you here so this doesn't get uglier. And what I need to know is to hear you, and you're not getting in trouble. I need you to vent. What made you go in the room? What was your initial purpose?
He might have been yelling at the girl.
The girls were not there yet.
Well, then he was yelling for me to come in, and I can't get him up.
But you know you can't get him up, and you've been saying this for a year already, and thus, matter of fact, the bed, you can't get him up, and the bed is made so he can't even get out of bed, no matter who's there, unless an aide is there. You know that, and I know that. So please, again, explain to me why you would go in the room.
If he has to, well, because I have to see what he wants, Jimmy.
Okay, what did he want?
I don't remember. He probably wanted to pee.
He probably wanted to pee? So you remember going in the room, and you think maybe he wanted to pee?
And I get the urinal for him, if that's what it was. And
okay.
I can't get his thing in the urinal, and he can't get it in the urinal.
Okay, so that frustrated you, I guess. That's frustrating. Yes?
And it goes all over.
But then why would you hit him?
I don't know why I hit him.
But you do hit him, Mrs. Breuer.
Once in a while, if he gets nasty with me.
Do you think that's right to hit a man that's bedridden, Mrs. Breuer?
No, it's not right. But sometimes it gets you. You can't you just can't control your emotions anymore.
I think you have some deep-seated anger issues. I've read the reports, by the way, and there's definite bruising and signs of physical abuse to this man. And this has to stop. Where do you think this comes from in your past? I've talked to Jim about your past and different men. Is there a hatred towards men in general that you're harboring?
No.
Could it be just that? Is it the money that you feel that he's, the aides are causing anguish from your bank account, maybe?
I'm worried about it, yeah.
But does that cause, because where I'm confused, Mom, is you seem to be happy in the place that you're going to be going. And I need to hear an honest opinion from you if you've been not telling me the truth, because what I got from you is, this is a great thing and I can't wait to do this. And I thought we were all in a great place. And is that true so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So here you are going, okay, I'm going to go away. My son is going to pay for it, besides the 2 mortgages he has and everything else he does, living on the road and all that. And he's going to put and take care of his mother here and his father.
No, I'm taking care of your father.
Well, you're taking care. Actually, Dad's taking care of from the pension he makes.
The pension don't cover it, Jim.
It covers 3/4 of it.
Yeah, just about.
Right. But wouldn't you fairly say, for the years of him being home taking care of your children, such as Patty and myself, and never hitting you and never abusing you like some of the abuse you had in the past, that maybe this man might be worth some of that?
Oh, yes, I think he's worth it.
You sure?
But don't forget, I took care of my children, too. I worked every day.
So did he. 3 jobs, I remember. No one's denying that. I remember my father being a sanitation, janitor, and bartender, all at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
So I remember both of you working. I remember that. Clear as a day.
Mrs. Breuer?
Yes.
I read in one of the reports that you were smacking your husband's ears. This is very strange to me.
He got up one morning and said he couldn't hear. I didn't know if he was fooling or if he meant it.
Now, a gentleman of his advanced years, wouldn't you assume that he meant it and this wasn't a joke? And then to take the palms of your hands and smash them into his ears does not seem like a thing to do that would be healthy for this gentleman.
Well, he kept laughing at us, and we thought he was fooling.
From what I've heard and read in the reports, he did not find this funny.
Well, I don't know.
Mom?
Yeah.
I need to know where your violent streak comes from, because you clearly got worse the minute you got your place. And it seems to come out of almost like a childlike ha 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 ha. And I just, everyone here is baffled, and I didn't think we'd be in this situation where I have to tell people she's 85 and I now have places concerned about you going there to live, afraid you'll lash out to a neighbor or someone else. Because if you are capable of doing what you've done, which you clearly won't admit is wrong, and you clearly will not even apologize for, but rather just try to find reasoning for it, then there's a major issue.
I will apologize to him.
I don't think it's healthy for you to even see him right now, because I won't believe your apology, because it's more to just clear your air. It's not a true apology. It's just to say, hey, I'm cool, and this is where we're at right now. We need to find out. If at the end of the day you said, you know what, I'm not going to lie to you, Jim, I hate your father, or I'm not going to lie to you, I've hated him for what I can understand to a somewhat degree.
I don't hate him.
I don't understand where the violence comes from. You clearly go out of the way to attack him at times.
Right. There's absolute violence. And from what I'm hearing here, it's excuses and oh, it was a joke and it was this. You're not taking responsibility for the fact that you're physically abusing a bedridden, wheelchair-bound man. Where does that come from?
I don't know.
But you do assume it comes from somewhere.
It must come from somewhere.
Well, you have to have some idea of where it might come from. Can you reach back, perhaps, and
no, I can't.
And really think, when did this start? How long ago?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's a lot I don't remembers. You don't remember yesterday, but then you do remember. You don't remember hitting him, but then you do remember hitting him. You need to talk, Mom.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you're going to have to really think about what you've done, because there's a lot of eyes on you right now, and it's not healthy right now. And you have no clue the circumstance that you put everyone in. It's very uncomfortable for everybody.
I realize that. I'm uncomfortable, too. You're uncomfortable.
Jim's not going to let you see your husband, is what he's saying.
I can't. He's petrified. The thought of you petrifies him.
He wasn't petrified when he left yesterday.
Oh, when he got to the house, he would not eat, and he kept saying, is she coming here? Is she coming here? Do I have to go back? The reports that were made by not one, but 3 different aides that came there are, quite frankly, my spine is chilled, Mom, that I'm chilled. I'm really chilled. And I don't even know. I'm beside myself. I really don't. I love you, my mother, but I don't know if I even know you right. I'm very disturbed.
Well, I am too, because
Yeah, but you did it. So how that is, I can say I hit my daughter. Why'd I hit my daughter? Well, I asked her to do this. She was disrespectful. I asked her not to, and she repeated, and then she lashed out and she hit. So I spanked her on the butt. And then I go, the emotions got the best of me. But you clearly go out of your way to go after him at times.
It's just vindictive, it sounds like, yeah.
So, now let me ask you this. One of the reports said they're pretty confident that probably yesterday, there's no way he could have peed the amount of water that was in the bed. And they really think you might have just thrown what? Did you?
Oh, I did not. That's ridiculous.
I'm just asking. Asking.
Now, hasn't there been episodes in the past where she has thrown water at your father?
No, the reports were she would dip her hands in the water and then in a condescending way, and then spritz it in his face.
Would this happen, Mrs. Brewer?
I don't remember doing that either.
You don't remember a lot, I've noticed.
She doesn't remember a lot. Of things.
And you say there's no Alzheimer's or dementia?
No, none whatsoever. She's clear as day.
So how come you don't remember so much when these episodes are going on where you're clearly abusing your husband?
I don't know. But I definitely didn't throw water in the bed. I was the one that said to her, my God, this place is soaking wet.
Okay.
Now, would that be crazy to think that you may have done something like that when, in fact, we've heard stories of...
Why would I do that?
Well, why would you hit him? Why would you
pull his ears?
Grab
Why'd you
his
poke him?
arms
Why'd you do anything?
to the point where they're bruised? There's physical evidence of abuse here.
I don't know.
I mean, we just want to understand.
So do I.
We just want to understand where this is coming from, why there's so much hatred, it seems, inside you.
I don't know.
You have to know. You have to.
I don't.
You have no clue.
No.
Is there a resentment that you have to your husband that...
No.
There has to be a little, Mom, which is okay and understandable.
I don't think so.
Do you feel anger because you think he's leaving you behind?
Because he went to Jimmy's?
Yes.
No.
Or he might be moving on and you feel that you're going to be left alone and there's anger towards that?
No, because I know I won't be here that long to be left alone.
That he's following me on Twitter and you're not?
I can't hear you.
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't understand. So, I guess we'll...
That was Dr. Van Nostrum. He's the therapist.
Yes.
All right. Well, I would just think about things. I don't even know where to go because you, like I said, you clearly will not take action. You will not take responsibility what you clearly know you did, and you're pretending like you don't know, and you're innocent, and you don't know what's going on. You know what's going on. You know what's going on.
How hard do you hit him?
Not that. If I hit him, not that hard. Not that strong.
But it does. It feels good though inside, doesn't it?
Huh?
It feels good inside though.
No, not really.
Takes a little of that stress away.
Maybe it's a stress release. Give him
Maybe it's that. I don't know.
I mean, when you hit someone, it just feels good. You know it's wrong, but it just feels good. Are we onto something?
Huh?
Are we on to something?
No, I just...
I mean, you're...
I'm confused.
I've been studying this for 40 years, and you're in a tough spot, obviously. It can't be easy to have an elderly husband that you have to take care of. And
I'm an elderly woman.
But you're more with it than your husband is, certainly. And it must just feel... It's just a relief to maybe lash out. I think we could agree with that, right?
Yes.
So how hard do you hit him?
How hard?
Yeah.
Not hard.
Do you try to hold back, or you give it 100%?
No, never 100%. I'm not that strong.
70, 80%.
Maybe 50%, if anything.
Yeah, I understand. We've seen this before. It's not easy, though, right? To take care of them.
No, it's not easy, but I do it.
And sometimes you just gotta lash out. Because you don't know what else to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from, you think?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Do you think he deserves that?
No.
And you think of yourself as a rational human being, right?
Not completely at times.
Well, obviously at those times that's not rational behavior.
No, it's not.
Why do you continue doing it?
I don't know.
We need answers here.
Well, we've learned
we don't want to take this to the next step.
We've learned it's a relief. It's a stress relief.
It's a stress relief. But this is what I also told you, Mom. Do you remember and I know you remember this. I looked at you and I said, Mom, when you're frustrated, when you're mad, when you want to lash out, call me any time of the day. And this was just a couple days ago. And you said, okay, what do you mean? I went, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I can't call you any time of the day.
No, see, but what I'm trying to explain to you is you have openings and you have offers to approach these emotions you have before you lash out.
I gotcha.
You have other things to do to lash out. And when you can't control yourself from lashing out, whether it's pulling his ears, whether it's screaming at him, whether it's shoving his head, whether it's poking his head, whether it's giving him a smack, no matter what it is, you have to find another means of venting that frustration.
I gotcha.
Have you ever punched him in the balls?
Have I ever what?
Hit him in the ball? I don't think.
No.
But that you've seen that before, Doctor?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
Do you feel like he doesn't appreciate you? Everything you do for him?
No, I just think he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't be easy. We understand the it can't be easy part, certainly. We've seen this. But you can't hit him 50%. He's an old man.
I realize that.
88 years old.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the best way to resolve everything right now?
I don't know. Maybe keep him over there and I'll go visit him.
I'm talking. What do you say, Doctor?
That's not going to happen anytime soon. There's too much denial here.
All right.
We're hearing way too much denial.
A lot of denial. That's what I'm saying.
We really need to get everything out on the table, exactly what has been going on the last few years, and then we could get past this. You're talking to a bunch of people here that understand the situation. But until you put it all on the table, we can't move forward with this. We cannot allow you to visit him anytime soon.
So what I'm saying is, I'll give you some time, but just like, I'm not saying you are, just like a criminal that gets caught stealing something, we'll take someone in our family, okay? Then we all know who. I don't have to go into names. And there was a time where the car was taken. They were in your house, and everyone denied everything. Do you remember that feeling of the denial?
Yes.
And how frustrating, and we all knew. And not only did that person deny it, and they were a different person back then, we all know that, but even the family members of that person was like, I don't know what you did. They went on attack mode. It's until that person finally said, wow, I can't believe what I did. And they really meant it and really acknowledged why they did it, is when that human being moved on in life. You have to find that, because you still have not accepted or you have not acknowledged what you've done or what you do.
Well, Jim, let's try to find out what she's willing to admit.
Dr. Vanderlei, you might as well continue.
What are you willing to admit today? You said you've hit him numerous times at 50%. I'm assuming if you're admitting to 50%, it's probably more like 60 to 75% of your full strength. What else are you willing to admit today?
No, I admit that he frustrates me sometimes.
Have you thrown water on him? Not the
I
flicking,
never
but
threw water on him.
full cups of water, maybe a pot of water.
No.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Have you slapped his ears quite hard to the point where he may have yelled at?
I did when he said he couldn't hear, and he kept fooling around, and we didn't know if he could or he couldn't.
How hard have you pulled his ears?
Not that hard.
Well, the reports say differently.
Yeah, we're not going to get anything accomplished here.
And we're
still in
denial about the whole thing. And from what I hear, we've been briefed, Mrs. Breuer, and from what we hear, there is a history that could date back to some of your children's history. That a lot of questions are being asked about certain people, siblings of Jim's, and what has happened to them in the past, perhaps abuse, things like this, such. You know what I'm getting at?
No, I don't know.
You've been confronted in the past with maybe scarring?
Maybe what?
I thought maybe you'd be able to tell me. How about abuse of the children? Were you around to watch the children being beaten as they were growing up?
I never beat my children. I never beat them.
I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying have you seen the children being beaten by men that you have brought home?
Yes, I have.
And you stood by and did what?
No, I didn't sit by. I attacked.
She did attack.
Oh, yeah?
Jim,
I can
she
brief you
attacked?
more of that stuff.
Okay. Let me write that in my report. Hold on. I want to put a check mark there.
Why don't we do this? Just think about where a lot of this comes from.
Thank you.
And I want you to really think about, because between you and me, Ma,
Yeah.
you know, now places want to know if you're. They just want to know if, like, you're a potential threat around other people, and I try to explain you won't be, but we have it's reports now, so I'm just telling you, you need to come to a point, and you need to acknowledge, and you need to vent. You know, you were talking to that pastor for a while, and you were letting a lot out. Maybe you lost some of that. I don't know. I remember you at a different place, but you need to find something, Ma. I don't know if you pray. I don't know whatever it is, you need to find it. All right?
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Do you concur, Dr. H.E. Pennypacker?
Sure, why not?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
You're
Ms. Breuer.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa. Dude, you scared me. I didn't want to.
Wholly uncomfortable.
Now, here's what's funny.
No, I didn't want to go anywhere with that.
Well, no, there's heavy stories.
Well, we didn't know
and
how.
the book, when she passed away, that book will be written.
Oh, really?
And it's heavy and it's dark, but the past. She left one night, gathered up the kids after her. It's such a long story. She lived in freaking Brazil with this rich guy from Pan Am.
Holy shit.
Had a maid, but at the same time, the guy would come home, beat her, get into the kids, his own kids. And then one night, as my brother describes, taking a gun and shooting, trying to kill her out in the street, running around the car. They would hide at night with knives, waiting for him to come home, trying to kill him while he was sleeping. And then
fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, you have no clue. I asked my sister one time, what was the, you know, when you just kind of like, hey, man, what's the best time you ever had in your life? And my sister, the one with the scar, said, the night we ran away from home and we got a hotel somewhere in North Carolina. That was the best sleep I ever had.
Just
in my whole life.
one night of being able to just not
Sleep.
worry.
And I I'm so naive of this because I never got any of this. I would hear my dad badge. I would hear my mom go like, "You're so stupid, and your kids ain't getting my goddamn money." And
Holy
don't think
shit.
so. I would watch that, and I had some anger towards any chick that would like attempt to talk me down. They were immediately out of the relationship because I'd see my mom coming out. So,
Well, your dad's kids too on.
my dad has kids from his first marriage, and he was a heavy drinker when he was younger. He just came out. They came out of World War II, and they're like, "Here's some, go start some,
Get a family going.
go get a family, baby, and he spread your seed.
You got to get the population back from the guys that died in the war.
Yeah, and sort of like the Iraqi and Afghanistan. No one's acknowledging them when they come home.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy will tell you, Norton, when we went to the Pentagon, I'm still shaken up from that day. That these kids with no legs and no arms, and they're sucking in a tube. And here's the wife who has 3 kids, and she's starting to get resentful. And what they get from the government? Hey, listen, thank you. So let's go to Britney Spears and damn, what's going on with Tom Cruise? And, hey, Eddie Murphy is. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit. So. Of course they're going to drink heavy, or of course they're going to start doing drugs or kill themselves or whatever. But when he probably drank the shit out of himself. And so his second marriage was my mom, which I truly think she trapped him because she was in the middle of whatever, because they never got married. It was full blown accident, and my mom was in between him and another guy, which my side explains, and then my stepbrothers, and then when she said she never hit her kids before, she never hit me, but my brother will clearly say to this day, he goes, when I was 16, she smacked me for the last time.
Mm-hmm. For the last time.
And I grabbed her arms and I said, "You will never touch me again." And then as soon as he was 17, he took off and never came back home.
Wow.
He went to the mountains. He didn't even have electricity. He just left. So, I don't know. I'm waiting. It's going to be a great movie, great book, but it's wild, man.
Well,
do you see that?
dark.
Did you hear the...
Oh, yeah. You put us in a bad position because I didn't know how far we could take it.
Well,
so I went with the ball.
I got scared. No, you were great.
And then Ed's going with the scar thing.
You were great therapy, and Anthony wanted to get that one, but I knew...
We were holding back, man, because I don't know.
I didn't know where she'd go with the scar. I didn't know if she'd, but I knew the minute she denied going, "I never hit my kids," and I went, all right, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Let's just end this now. Dude, isn't that crazy?
That's fucking wow. Yeah, the whole I don't remember.
I don't remember.
That's an easy way out of shit.
In
my own life, I've heard that a million fucking times. Like, just fucking admit some shit instead of this. I don't remember. I didn't do this. We all know.
That is very odd. The whole I don't.
That's psychotic. No offense.
Yeah,
it's psychotic.
Is she on meds?
I don't remember.
She does do meds, but I'm telling you, I've seen her. It has nothing to do with meds. It's just she has this deep.
We were joking.
Hate. It was joking, cracking him in the ear. He thought it was funny.
Cracking him in the ears.
It's weird. I don't know how to relate.
Yeah. What do you think? She's so frustrated that she gets a little frustration out.
Yeah, you nailed it, Doctor.
Oh,
I think she's living in fear.
Fear of what, though?
Fear of abandonment and being alone when he passes away.
Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah.
And that's
Well, you know what, Rich? I know she definitely. Yeah, she definitely has that deep, deep fear because she often will
she keeps
say,
bringing up money.
You're right. No, he's right, though.
She's living.
Dude, what?
Sorry, I just got to keep it funny.
Right.
Cigars.
You got to keep the funny, yeah.
Cigars and Scotch writes.
What's he
Baby Jim's parents discovered S&M late in life, and your father forgot the safe word. Or you stumbled upon it. They've been doing this their whole life.
That's brutal.
Sorry.
Hey, he might have been right. He might be right.
He's like,
my
God
God,
damn it, what's the safe word?
You forgot?
But no, Rich, you're right. She lives in fear of him dying and all that. But the whole
Does she still love him?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like the beating is I don't know. Where's the beating and the hitting come from? And the screaming. It is fear. Don't leave me. Stop. Don't leave me. Well, that's what you see.
Steve in Texas has a good one too.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
No. But
put your headphones on. So
I think Rich is right.
Please. It's like when you're.
Please don't.
You're pounding someone's heart to keep them going.
Keep them going. Don't leave me, you son of a bitch. Don't leave me.
Don't leave me here with all.
Steve in Texas. Don't have time to go to him. He says she absolutely remembers when she didn't do something. This is where something's going on. Yet doesn't remember doing things.
So what does that mean?
Well, if you call her out on something, she goes, "I absolutely didn't do that," and then you call,
right?
And then
that's
she'll
what
go,
I knew she was.
I don't remember.
Right.
I don't remember, Jimmy. I don't remember.
It's like when I would ask Norman. I used to know when Norman lied because he'd go, "Ah." So she kept going. Mom, did you hit him?
What's that?
Why would I hit him? I don't remember that. I remember that. So yeah, that's when I thought it was amazing. When she'd go, absolutely, that's ridiculous. There's no way. Where everything else was, I don't remember. I
don't remember,
Jimmy. It's a
That's
typical.
creepy. That's Kathy Bates shit.
But it's right. It's the typical criminal where were you that night? I remember.
But you're also talking to an 85-year-old lady.
Yes.
It's different when a 45 or a 40-year-old man goes, "I don't remember." Bullshit. An 85-year-old lady has a lot. She's got so much shit going through her fucking head right now.
No, you're right. Rich is actually making me feel better.
But she's got going into a home, losing her house. Her husband's going to pass away.
Right.
There's a lot of shit going through her head at 85, where there's things that she cannot remember.
Rich is talking from experience.
I'm telling you.
She remembers. No, I believe you as far as the fear.
Boss's old joke.
Yeah.
And she's petrified.
And I can block out some of her memory.
I don't believe it blocks out.
No.
I'm not saying attacking's right, but there is stuff that's going to escape her.
But the other side of this, Jimmy,
how many things do you forget in life?
I don't forget the traumatic.
Okay, but you forget things.
I don't remember every person I punched and kicked clearly hard. I get what you're saying. Here's what I'll buy. I buy it comes from the fear. I think you nailed it with the don't leave me, God damn it, don't leave me. Because this brings up an interesting point. Her first love, she got married, pregnant. He was shipped to World War II and killed 2 months before the war ended.
Oh, fuck.
So then her father, her anchor in life, died a year and change later. And then her grandfather, 2 years after that. And then the only thing that kept her to her childhood memory and the ex-husband that died, that still to this day is her love of a life, was my oldest brother, who died a little over 10 years ago. And that just
destroyed her.
Everything she's loved.
So everything she has loved, the real love, anything she has truly loved,
gone away,
was ripped away from her. So,
yeah, there's some abandonment stuff going on
it's
there.
I think it's from abandonment.
Wow.
Let's call her again. I'm kidding. But you helped me be able to talk to her and be like, listen, I get the abandonment and
now can you
we're
help
here
me,
for you.
Now can you help me get back in the improvs?
Voss, you ass.
No, thank you, Voss.
Your Twitter
that was awesome.
comment was really good too, Rich. Very good. The Twitter thing.
Jesus Christ, it is Twitter.
Enough with the Twitter.
Does my mother have blackouts? No. Why doesn't Jim get a nanny cam? Well, it's over now because he's in my house.
You should have teddy bears all over that fucking place.
Oh God!
I should.
Listen,
I should.
Teddy bears with those.
When they say uncomfortable
cameras.
Opie and Anthony radio, this is probably
that's right up there.
This is the most uncomfortable I've ever fucking been.
Seriously, right?
Well, because it's too real. It brings
very
everybody, brings me back to my fucking horrible life, his horrible life. Okay, Yeah,
but
his
everyone can relate
fucking
to it,
father
man.
making him
and you realize
shower
you're not
together
alone.
with his
That
brother.
people have fucking shit going on.
Right.
You're
What's
not
that?
alone.
Good
And you
times.
realize you're not
Good to get
alone.
real. Once in a while, it's good to get
I like
a little
it.
real.
And there was some
Good
laughs.
times. Good times.
Yeah, well,
I love the S&M joke. That was funny.
Oh my God.
That is really funny.
Safe word.
I would imagine a lot of people are going to now pre-order Jim Brewer's more than me because now you can see his father.
Yes.
it's a good.
As
listen,
Brewer
it's a-
takes
it's a
him on the
great
road for
documentary.
30 days.
And I will
We
say,
saw the documentary. It's fucking.
I will say I was very flattered by Rich because Rich, he trashes everything,
Of
attacks
course, yeah.
everything. And when you wrote back to me, you and Bonnie saw it and you went, "I love the documentary." I immediately went, "Okay,
yeah.
it's just-
Where
and
is
he's
it?
like, it was the first time I saw him dead serious. Like, no, I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, we took.
That was
matter of fact,
unfreaking believable.
Not only did we like it, the guy that did his sound levels, we're using to do ours. That's how good. I mean, it's
you're
fucking
in good hands.
Yeah, it's fucking.
That guy's
It's
amazing.
it's a good.
Yeah.
It's and we only saw he revived it since we saw it.
Right.
So it's better than when we saw it.
Right,
Okay.
right.
And I don't have to plug this jackass. He doesn't return my calls. Okay. I'm
nasty
having
boss.
dinner. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really
I
psychoanalyzed
get nothing out
fucking
of
boss.
plugging this fucking. All right. Wow. Do I could just go walk onto his tour bus? Go fuck yourself. But it's good.
It's really good. Another side of Brewer, man.
Oh, it's good. Hey, listen, it's good.
You took
It's
a risk.
real.
You took a risk with this.
I did, but I.
But the
it's-
laughs
it's
are
a good
absolutely
risk.
there.
The laughs, he steals the show.
Yeah.
He's so freaking funny in it.
Yeah.
The guy's an animal. He's a beast.
Did you have
God,
to,
did
did you have to
Hillary
pay
get
for the Johnny Cash music?
No.
Oh, maybe I should bring that
No,
up.
no, no. Here's
Sorry.
the loophole. Here's the loophole in the
I
Johnny
was really
Cash.
curious about that because there's
Here's the
motherfuckers now
loophole.
in music and movies.
Listen, the money. This is why we had to score the whole freaking movie because we couldn't get the right. I want 8,000. I want 10,000. I want 12,000. So I'm like, geez, this movie's going to cost a fortune for 30 seconds of
Yeah,
of
music.
This and that. Yeah.
The Johnny Cash part, there's a loophole when you make a documentary movie. If you're not going out of your way to put that on, like if it's playing on the radio or television, and it just finds itself in the scene, and it's not like purposely written in and all that, which clearly when you watch it, you're like, this just happened.
Well, can I
and-
take you inside the process? You and your dad probably sat around for 8 hours waiting for the radio station to play the proper song.
Yeah.
And then it starts and you go, all right, action. You got it.
And go.
Right.
So
Don't
that,
fuck this take up.
Right, exactly.
Well, I got-
so we're going to have to
I'll
wait
hit
another
you.
8 hours.
Jim's hitting his ears.
There's a lot of
fucking Breuer, leave your dad alone. What do you
there's
think?
a lot of talented people out there. We could never afford a song. We want "Isn't She Lovely" by Stevie Wonder. So if any O&A fans there's some talented fucking O&A fans, if you can come write a song close to "Isn't She Lovely" without us getting
A
sued,
sideways version of it.
like "Isn't she
Yeah.
kind of pretty"?
Well, you beat up all the listeners, so they're not going to help you out.
What do you
now.
think a Stevie Wonder song like that would cost? "Isn't
Oh,
She
yeah,
Lovely"?
you can't
Oh,
even
God.
touch it.
Nah, you ain't touching that.
So, Brewer,
That's- no.
No way.
the music in your film is all original?
Yes.
Holy shit.
It's the guy doing Rich and Bonnie's film, and that
Holy
cost
shit.
a couple grand, but a couple grand compared to 20, 30, 40, 60 grand.
Yeah.
Try to put out a I'm
No,
not
you're
going to
not-
make money off this.
No, we're not using
I'm not
your-
gonna,
The music we're using your sound leveler guy,
Oh, the leveler.
the leveler. He's
Oh, okay.
fucking brilliant.
I know he is.
He's fucking.
I know.
All right.
He's
I know.
brilliant.
I know.
No one cares, Rich.
Yes, he does. I'm talking about
You
Brewer's
care
movie.
and Jim cares, but the guy from fucking Philly right now doesn't care.
That's not
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton, is it?
Hey, look how bad she looks.
she grew her hair out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know who looks good? Jane Fonda.
She's got
is
my hairstyle from
73.
AAF hat.
She's like the new lead.
She got my brother man hairdo.
Yes.
That's how I used to look.
Have you seen
What?
nothing? Jane Fonda, 73. She looks fucking smoking.
Not good for you. She's a fucking communist.
I don't care. You'd still fuck her.
Smoking.
Oh, my dad
Sitting
still
on
won't
an
even
anti-aircraft
won't even
fucking-
talk to her.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not to talk. Like he doesn't even
older-
want a name mentioned.
The older generation
Yeah,
fucking
she's not-
hates her.
Oh, I know.
The newer generation, maybe they have a little more of an open mind.
Commie
but
bitch.
Right.
the older people out there, they fucking hate
Hate
that
her.
bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim
Suck
Brewer.
Charlie's cock.
Did we do the movie justice?
Oh yeah, more
You
than
sure?
me. Yeah. Well,
Anything else you wanna add?
Paperback is out. Cheaper book. The paperback more than me is out.
Oh, this was based on a book?
No, I'm sorry. The paperback, I can't even think straight. My paperback book is out. Of I'm Not High.
Enough
not
with
high,
these
okay.
fucking overachievers. Go to Motley's next week.
For Rich Voss. All right, More Than Me, pre-order the DVD on Facebook or jimbrewer.com, right?
Yeah, or just check out the freaking trailer.
I loved it, man.
Yeah,
we
that's
played
great.
the trailer
Fucking
earlier,
cool.
and Ant was bumped out.
I was just like, it was sad.
And then I had to go, no, Ant, but there are laughs in there.
It's hard.
We had to play
hard.
Right after it, we had to play Jim Norton singing "Working for the Weekend" to make me like laugh.
He's got fucking good crews, man. This guy, he knows how to put together a fucking crew.
Dude, you guys, I'm telling you, it was amazing to be in freaking Amsterdam, playing in Amsterdam.
That's so fucking
and every night people go, I listen on Opie and Anthony. I listen. We love Opie and Anthony. Like, this is.
I want to go there so
Were you doing
bad.
a theater there?
I noticed that.
No, I was doing
people from
Tuner.
Amsterdam for some reason. Yeah,
It's a
Not
comedy
for,
club.
Not
Every night.
for Marcel.
What?
Marcel's the guy, a promoter that books a lot of the
I don't
I guess
remember.
it felt like you didn't talk enough.
Oh, I know it was
Oh,
two.
no,
Jim Brewer
I
story.
called you guys
I don't
from
know what's going
Amsterdam once.
Did you?
Jesus Christ. Look, don't fucking turn, you fucking, you know what, you revolving door douchebags.
Oh, you should see fucking Sam rolling his eyes.
I don't
didn't
give
do
a fuck
anything.
about Sam. He's
don't
barely
know
on
what
the
you're
payroll.
doing.
I didn't do anything.
I'm talking to my friends.
Sam does a good job hosting Comedy by Request.
Thank you, Jim.
Ah, look at you.
Thank you.
But
Jim.
more importantly, Cigars and Scotch is back. He wants to know if Pat Benatar's Hit Me With Your Best Shot is in your documentary.
You need humor. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. You need that. You need that.
this is true.
You gotta laugh.
Rolling Stones,
shit.
One Hit to the Body. We could go all day with this. Poor dad.
Good stuff, man. He's in great
A
shape
war
now.
vet.
He's in
Jesus.
great
That's good.
shape.
That's fucking very good.
He's in great shape. You see
have
the
a-
movie and laugh hard.
You have a Pizza Man update, I heard?
Here's the Pizza Man update.
For the people that have been
Dude.
following that saga. It's
me-
too long to get into now, so just give the update.
Here's the update. We're going to court.
No.
I so badly just want to give the court date and all that so people can come
People
watch.
show up.
Because you can go to a court and watch.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting that he's got 2 court dates that day, 2 different
Oh, for two
scenarios.
different things.
Yeah.
Same day.
And because it's open, our court date is in about a week or so, and it's for him aggressively following my wife
Jesus.
with the kid in the car and an infant in the car, which he has done before, not with my wife, but with other women in town.
Maybe he's making a
babysitters.
delivery.
It could be. And that I think that's his defense. I delivery for. So
15 minutes or less, right?
So at the end of the day, that will be, will be done. And what was really amazing was my wife wanted nothing to do with it. And she went, I don't want to give him an ounce of energy and to think that he scared me. And of course, this is your wife and your kid. So the thoughts through me were not very pleasant.
Oh shit, man.
I
Yeah,
actually found, I dude, I'm in a good place. I literally said, if I come across him, I will talk to him like a man, try to hash things out. Well, I literally saw him.
Oh no.
Pulled up alongside of him, and as God is my freaking witness on my kids' lives, this is how it ended. It ended by me going, what did you think, at this tone, what did you think was going to happen following my wife? And he goes, he takes a drag of his cigarette, and he goes, your wife, she go say, but she a liar. And you gonna have to prove I was in the car. I don't even drive a car that day. I said, listen. Like a 14-year-old boy stomping his feet.
Yeah.
You will never get in there and do it. I said, I've caught you in lies before. People catch you in lies all the time. My kid was in the car, and then he looked at me and said,
Was she a liar too?
Oh,
and that's
shit.
Oh,
and so that's when I just went and he stuck his hand out to shake my hand.
Oh my
Holy
God!
shit.
And I said, "You're shit to me. You're a faggot." He went, "Faggot? Faggot?"
Oh.
I said, "Yeah, faggot. Yeah, you're faggot." And he started pulling the car away, and I said, "You know, you live at home with mommy? You go, go on her boobie and go back down." And so that's how it ended. But he means nothing to me anymore. He really doesn't.
Yeah.
I realize it's not even just me. It's everywhere. These guys got to go into court with him. These people go into court with him. He's in court. He's trying to get his guns back that the cops confiscated. So it's an ongoing thing. He's in the next town now doing what he does there. And good riddance to him. God bless him. I wish him nothing but great things.
But I mean, how's the pizza?
From what I heard,
Was it good?
You'd have to ask the customers.
How many people do you have to get in the courtroom to hit bonus?
It would be kind of cool if people were there, and I'm sure some may show up. Because all you have to do is look up. It's not going to be hard to figure out where we're from. And the other case is, from what I heard, well, it's open. The other case is the police caught him fake police reporting, where he called the police, said he don't know where his wife is, and he fears his children are missing after he just hung up with her. And so they went to the cops went looking all over. They're making out the reports.
Fucking phone records. What's wrong?
And so what they did though is they said they finally got her, and she's like, I've been talking to him all day, and said, give us your cell phone. Found all the phone calls. Found all the conversations. He's dead meat.
He's done.
What is he?
I'd like to
crazy?
see what he. I think there's. I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounds like there may be a. I would say there's a drug addiction.
No,
I would say it's a
Anthony
blow
doesn't
thing.
follow people.
But it sounds like a blow addict mentality.
Yeah, you don't know for sure though.
No, I don't. I absolutely do not. But
You really don't know for sure.
Sounds like.
I have no clue. But because
You could say
again,
sounds
like my mom, I don't know where does your mentality come? There's so much you can do. Just make your pizza.
Yeah.
Enjoy your customers. Enjoy life. Enjoy your children. Why create so much drama? Why? No one cares about it. Just enjoy your life, man. Get on with your life. Get on with your life.
All right.
So,
Oh, Jesus. Welcome to Gandhi Radio.
you must listen. The karma. You cannot act like this. Life is too short to consider this.
Brewer, you got to come back because I want to hear about your summer vacation with your family.
Oh, that was a good time.
You went across America and you also went across Europe, right?
Yeah, I worked with, I was in England, did a metal festival there. It was Metallica and the Big Four.
Wow.
And then played Germany. It was Ozzy and Judas Priest.
Jesus,
It was
that's
sick.
awesome.
It was sick.
Can you come back and talk about it all that?
Yeah,
How
of
was
course I
doing
can.
stand-up with those audiences? I mean,
I was scared to death, but because I literally did. I remembered years ago I used to talk about the metal. Years ago when I'd do the band, I just did that and freaking crushed, mutilated. Steve-O was on the bill with me in England from Jackass.
Yeah.
Mutilated,
killed?
Mutilated. They loved him.
He's like, dudes, I'm going to drink this water, and I'm going to stick it on my forehead, but I'm going to put my arms out, so I can't touch the fucking bottle of water, and I'm going to fucking drink the whole thing without spilling a fucking drop, dudes. Sounds fucking impossible? You think it's impossible? Cheer me on.
And you know what he takes? He puts on his hair, he does his whole circus act. In 2 minutes, he's drinking the thing.
Now I'm going to fucking light my hair on fire, and I'm going to fucking do this somersault, dude, it's fucking amazing. It's because I'm doing Pilates, and so I'm going to fucking jump over the table and blow my fucking hair up. I need you to fucking chant, dudes. I fucking light on fire.
Bling bang.
Hey man, good night. Thanks fucking England. It was really fucking cool to be here. Fucking.
He just mutilated.
Did you have to follow him?
No, thank God I went before him.
Wow. Wow.
And part of me, the comic, I'm crushing so hard. I look on the side, and he's on the stairs looking at me, laughing, admiring what I'm doing. And part of me was like, hope you can follow this.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying, and follow it was not the word that he did.
Wow.
It was like he was Metallica.
Well, when you eat light bulbs,
Dude, I'm gonna fucking take this glass and I'm gonna stick it through my nipple. I know it sounds gross. I'm a fucking beard, but dude, I don't even fucking drink anymore. Man, that's a fucking crazy thing.
He's
You got that down.
he was pretty heavy. He was funny and he was good.
That's great. All right, listen.
Cold, man.
A lot of people have to piss, so.
All right, man.
Take a fucking piss.
Berkeley Carteret tomorrow night. Me and Bonnie. She's working with me.
That's
I'm
Rich
working with
Voss,
her.
obviously, Asbury Park, and then Motley's in
Motley's
Boston
in Boston
next weekend.
That place pack out. Get some. I don't fail. You know that I don't fail.
No, you really don't, Voss. You were great today, too, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. You helped
You
me
were
out,
great
Richie.
as well.
Thank you, brother.
Brewer More Than Me. This documentary is terrific. Pre-order the DVD on Facebook or jimbrewer.com.
Oh, I can't wait to read the comments today.
And then maybe come back maybe next week or something.
With an update.
Yes.
With an update after the court date.
But I want to hear about the summer vacation thing.
We'll talk about the summer vacation.
All right, we'll figure it out. Brewer will be back soon. Enjoy your weekend. We got our 9/11 show, I guess, Sunday.
I don't know.
From 10 years ago, we're replaying what went down on that fateful day.
Well, you guys are coming in on Sunday?
No.
It's a show from 10 years ago.
Oh, I thought
Just
maybe-
repackaged or something. I've never heard it before, so whatever. All right, guys.
The Virus. Sirius XM.